So I'm Glenys Batchelor. I'm the final chair of the Saltland Pastures Association Incorporated. I've been the chair for 2.5 years, coming up to the finish now. We're about to wind up Saltland Pastures, and part of that process is really looking at the sort of legacy that a body like the Saltland Pastures has been able to achieve and leave when we bow out. And I guess the reasons behind having to go really are about the fact that we're a statewide volunteer group, and the reality these days is it's a lot of effort, and also a lot of things that are happening around in the rural area as well. Succession, you know, all getting a little older and moving on to different things, and really wanting to, I guess, yeah, just finish off and really celebrate the fact that Saltland Pastures was around for, this would have been the 13th year, and just the achievements and things that we've discovered and been able to support and really enable around the place. So that's what we're about. And I was saying, one of the most important things I think we've been able to achieve is the fact that we have been a farmer or a industry-based group, and out of that we've been able to really drive a lot of research or support it. And I guess, I am guessing, but Saltland Pastures would have been one of the earlier ones where you really did have true collaborative research and participative research. And I guess that's really become the norm now with a lot of the grower groups and things like that happening. So from our perspective, I guess it was happening really early, and Saltland Pastures developed out of some really committed farmers and researchers. And out of that, one of the most sort of, I think, well known was Clive Malcolm. And in fact the paddock that I'm standing in now, that my husband and I now own, was one of the original sites for Clive's research, and then following on from that a whole range of other researchers through here in South Tamman. So it's a pretty good spot to be having the chat. Other things I wanted to sort of reinforce were things about farmers learning from farmers, and really I guess that's been the benefit of Saltland Pastures, where everyone's been really keen to pass on their knowledge. So there's that. Again, I think in my time some of the stuff I've been most proud of is being able to finally get something like these little glove box guides done, and that's been about, I guess, sorry, hold up, the best of what an independent group can do. We've been able to bring together a whole range of different researchers, in particular help through DAFWA and CSIRO, people like Ed Barrett Leonard, drawing on all of that knowledge and experience over the last probably 55 plus years for some of the information that SPA has been able to get together, and put it into sort of 4 regional guides that we'll be leaving as, like I said, our legacy. And intriguingly, you know, just getting them together to make some decisions and really draw a line in the sand about what happens with Saltland Pastures and how best to implement it, and those sorts of information really has, I think, been a great achievement. And through the regional process we were able to, certainly in the Avon or the Wheatbelt NRM region, put together some funding so that we could go out on ground but have network advisors. And in the last sort of 3 years or 2.5 years, we've been able to have over 10 advisors out there, which has been no mean feat for, again, a volunteer driven and run organisation, and get out a whole range, I've forgotten the figures, over 1 million salt bush and pastures going out there across the Avon region, and also to cement the messages across some of the other regions. So huge achievement, I think, and that's probably where I'm really happy to have been involved for over 5 years, or longer really, as a committee member. So there's that, and I guess, yeah, the whole message about where we've been able to say, you know, very clearly Saltland Pastures set off to be productive. And I guess, again, you can sort of look behind me and see that really can be productive. We've just watched my family moving the sheep across off this, because we've been really lucky with slow year again, with not a lot of rainfall until last week, and really the Saltland Pastures has been the difference in being able to keep the sheep and healthy lambs going. So really an important place, I guess, to see it really does work in action.